It took me a long time to put myself in front of a camera again. But then I realized na, stop overthinking, girl. Just like do it. So I'm doing it. Hello everyone, I am Ali. I am a rising second year medical student here in the Philippines. Welcome to the video. I will try to pass on some wisdom and knowledge that I learned from first year. Not just all the academic stuff, but the advice, life stuff that I want to share to everyone who needs them. When I started out, I actually received a lot of advices and I was pretty overwhelmed with what applies to me in my life. So I'm just saying you can listen and you can discern which one you want to follow. Maoreto. If I could go back and tell my first year self on the first day of school, even before that, like even before orientation, I know she was feeling uncomfortable and overwhelmed with a change. But I would like to tell her, embrace the feeling of being uncomfortable. It's not a nice feeling, but it's always gonna be there, especially when you're trying new things and when you're learning something new. It's always gonna be uncomfortable because it's the first time and you don't know anything and you have to push through and learn it step by step. So being comfortable with being uncomfortable would allow someone actually to be reassured that once you take it one step at a time and move forward, it's gonna feel a lot better and you're gonna feel more confident with what you're learning. No one really said med school's gonna be easy. It's a fact already. Every day of that first year, I have learned to live with it and be grounded in the fact that I have the ability to, and you have the ability to adjust and to learn and to deal with whatever's in front of you because you can really. I wish I could tell that to my first year self. Moving on to the next thing I want to tell my first year self is you have to believe in yourself first. Sometimes I doubt myself and I just tell myself na I'm gonna prove myself wrong. But it's actually harder. Like, parang I realize na it's way easier to prove myself right. What I mean is that What I mean is that I will say to myself that I can, which puts me in a place of lesser resistance and lesser negativity, which then conditions my mind to like really think about how I can do this and what will I do next to prove myself na I can do it. Do you get me? Mostly so when you start in a place of negativity. Well, for me, it's hard to start in that way. And then my brain would just keep thinking of ways na I can't do it. And my brain will just think of other ways to just distract myself and procrastinate. In comparison to when I start by thinking na I can, and when I start by thinking with the end in mind na I already finished and I already succeeded and I already passed, it's way easier to move forward because there's less resistance. Okay, so one thing I did not expect I already expected it. One thing na I had difficulty getting used to is getting used to seeing myself in a rank list every exam. In my medical school, every Monday we have a long exam, and the way the scores will be released, it will be by rank. I will not see the names of my classmates, but we can choose like a code or an ID code of ourselves, and then it will be ranked according to from highest to lowest. At first, it was hard to like see myself. Actually, to be honest, I did not pass my first long exam. So it really brought me down, guys. Kanang more ako na shock. But our teachers always reminded us na it's it's just the first exam. There are many more exams, and as long as na-exam, may pag-asa kang bumawi. Pero going back to the point about ranking, at first, I started to like feel down and compare myself with others and being too concerned about how others are performing, when in fact, I can only control myself and what I do. I know in med school, everyone's good. So why not focus on my own track and my own journey and how I do things and improve my grade? Mao to siya. I always like reminded myself, literally I say it out loud, I put it in front of me when I'm studying. Focus on your own path, improve yourself. What's important is you're trying to be better than who you were. So when I had like my first exam, I forgot my score. Basta it was way below 75%. So my focus was, okay, I have to be like better than my first score, and then trying to reach what's expected of me, which is a 75%. And when I reached the 75%, okay, self, you reach the passing score. Let's try to improve. What can I do to reach that goal? Even during the exam, I tried to reflect on what I could have done better to answer the test better and to like crystallize my learnings better. It's like a gift to your future self, you know, when you try to reflect on what you're doing right now. It's like a gift to your future self na it's here, I'm trying to like do better. Anyway, what's up ay sunod? Okay, one last like big thing that I learned from my first year is to take care of all the aspects of yourself. They highlighted this part from beginning to the end. When I started out, I was adjusting like making my own meals and doing my laundry and cleaning my room and doing the grocery and doing my exercise on top of all the academic work. And it could be a lot. I realized na I really cannot function well in school if I'm not healthy. At the start of medical school, I had it's a big, I had like a health crisis. Some of my labs were abnormal because of all the like eating out and not really like minding what I'm taking in, eating the not so healthy food. And after that, I really pondered on, girl, you're studying to be a doctor. You should practice what you preach. So, the moment I started to cook more whole food, drink more water, squeeze in like even 10 minutes of a workout, trying to like walk from school to my house, just those little bits of habits or actions that I did helped a lot. I tried to cultivate things na would help manage my mental health. Number one is journaling. Like when I feel frustrated or just when I feel happy, I journaled, I wrote it down. And I also had a parang gratitude journal every day. Every day in my journal, I would write out things that I'm grateful about. Thank you to my friends. Shout out, you're the best. I deepened my faith throughout my first year of medical school, and it actually helped that I was studying in a school that had a church inside the school. So I made it a habit to visit and pray every day and also do my devotions and start with that. I wanted to anchor myself in something that is bigger than me, and that is my faith, and that is God, and that is how He has brought me here for a reason, and He will guide me and provide for me and strengthen me every step of the way. So those are some of the things I would like to tell my first year self. In recap, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Believe in yourself first. Prove yourself right. Focus on what you can control. And take care of all the aspects of yourself. Wait, I'll end this video by sharing to you some of my favorite modules that I really enjoyed in first year was our neuro module. So I really enjoyed that. Our GI, reproductive system, and our respiratory system module. So, wala lang. Just putting it out there. Just sharing ako mga favorite modules for first year. So, I guess that's it. I hope you learned a thing or two. And I hope if you're a first year medical student watching this, good luck! I'm rooting for you. Have patience with yourself. Grant yourself grace that you are about to do something really brave. It's a privilege to be in the pursuit of your dreams and to do something that one day would help other people. Yun lang. Wish me luck for second year. I need it. See you soon! Thanks for watching!